The rainy season, with all its beauty and delicious fruits, had come to an end. The leaves on the trees were quickly falling, and winter was approaching. On one guava tree, a small bird named Hebel had built a nest. Her babies lived there. However, when they grew up, they flew away one day without telling Hebel, and never returned. Hebel felt lonely and sad because of this. As winter came, other birds also stayed inside their nests. The guavas on the tree were almost finished, with only one or two left. A few large ants lived in the trunk of the tree, and Hebel spent her days watching them. When the ants ran out of food, they would come to Hebel asking for some guavas. Hebel would cut the guavas and drop the pieces below so the ants could easily carry them to their homes. Hebel had a few close ant friends, including Jenny, Kenny, and Minnie. For many days, it had been very cold, and Hebel could not find any birds. She felt very sad and wished to talk to her friends. She thought she would go visit Jenny, Kenny, and Minnie to feel better. Hebel flew down and called out, "Jenny, come out." "Kenny, it's me, Hebel." But no one came out. She called again, "Minnie, I need you." Still, none of the ants came to listen. They were all cozy in their warm homes, enjoying the food they had gathered during the summer. Days passed, and Hebel grew weaker. No one came out, and the cold kept people inside too. The thick fog and cold lasted for a whole month, and Hebel became so weak that she could barely move. She no longer had the energy to eat. One day, when the ants ran out of food, they tried to find more, but there was a storm. Water had flooded the ground and even entered their homes, ruining all their food. The ants quickly climbed the tree for safety. They went to Hebel's nest and called her, but there was no answer. Jenny went inside and found Hebel lying on the ground, lifeless. She had died. The guava pieces Hebel had left for the ants were still there. The ants realized that Hebel had been trying to help them, even though they hadn't listened to her when she was sad and in need of someone to talk to. Now, they were filled with regret. They had not been kind to their friend when she needed them most. The ants gathered together in Hebel's nest, crying. Even though Hebel was gone, she had given them shelter and food in her last moments. The ants understood their mistake and wished they could turn back time. Moral of the story: in times of difficulty, we should be kind and supportive to those around us. Don't wait until it's too late to show care for others, as regret comes too late.